Hello and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna do my My March TBR. We're still picking from the little bowl that we have, and this month I'm doing 7 books that I'm picking out. I have 3 books that I'm gonna read. One of them is gonna be my book club from Fable. If you haven't joined my book club, I'm gonna leave a link down below so you guys can go and join it. Let's get started and do a little shake on the bowl. So I'm picking 7. Remember, I have 10 books that I do, just because I probably won't get to all of them, but just because I'm a mood reader, and sometimes I'll just pick up, like, I usually do 7, but then sometimes I'm not interested in one of those books, so I just go to another one. So that's why I try to do 10, and maybe out of those 10, I like something from there. So I'm just gonna pick something. Let's see what I get. A book with a great first sentence. So I'm gonna look through all these books because I have my TBR, and then I don't know if you can remember, we have all that too. Those are all part of my TBRs, so I'm gonna go through them and see what a great big sentence there is. Okay, so I have 4 options. I have Pretty Girls, I have Never Lie, King of Sloth, and Pen Pal. Okay, I'm gonna read them to you, see which one you think is better. Says, it's raining as my husband's casket is lowering to the hole in the ground. Okay, why is her husband dead? This one's is breaking into a $10,000 a night Greek villa hasn't been my plans for the date, but plans change and people adapt, especially when they had clients who insisted on making their life as difficult as possible. And then this one, Everybody Lies. And then this one, when you first disappeared, your mother warned me that finding out exactly what happened to you would be worse than never knowing. Why? 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 Now I need to choose. I have to see which one sounds interesting. I really want to read this one, the Pen Pal, and also this one. I want to know why her husband's dead. Or yeah, this one's not as much. We All Lie. And then this one, I want to know what's going on. I don't know. Could I read like the blur to see what's... You know what? We're going with Pen Pals. Ever since I saw this book, I wanted to read it. So this is what we're going with. Alright, let's pick out our second prompt. A book by one of your favorite authors. Honestly, right now I feel like one of my favorite authors would be Ana Juan. I am in love with The King of Sins and Twisted series. Also, another one of my favorite authors, Stephanie Garber, but I don't have any of her books. Also, Rebecca Yarros, but I don't have any of her books. I mean, I do, which is, I don't know if I want to do Onyx Storm though. I might want to wait a whole nother month for that one. But that one just scares me. Okay, so I have 3, actually 4 options, but 3 of some of my favorite, authors. I do have the Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. I read her first book and I fell in love with her writing, so she became one of my favorite authors. I know. I do have this option, which this one came out in February 18, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm super excited to read this. So we have this one. We also have Kitty Robert. You've heard me talk about her books so much. I love them. I call her the spice queen because she can write spice. This is the 5th book in the, oh my god, I forgot the Olympian Gods. I cannot remember the name of the series. But this is Radiant Sin, and this one has to do with Apollo and Cassandra. So this is another one, another option. And then obviously, Ana Juan, I have The King of Sloth and If We Ever Meet Again. This is a series. I have no idea what this is about, but obviously this is the King of Sin. This is the 4th book. I don't know what I want to read. I'm honestly between like these two though. These are my number ones. Let me think about it and then I'll come and tell you guys what I want to read. Okay, so I decided to do Rebel Witch. My sister helped me a little bit. I asked her, what do you think? Well, I asked all my sisters and only one responded. And she said to read Rebel Witch. So I'm going to put this one in my TBR. And this is going to be the 2nd book. Alright, let's pick our 3rd little paper. A book with book with blue on the cover. Okay, so I had several. I had 6 books with blue on the title. I have Nothing Like the Movies, which the letters are blue. Not the title, but the cover. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm saying. Look guys, I don't usually work on Mondays. And they called me to come in today. And I said, yeah, sure, I can have a day. So I'm like super tired. I might just, after I'm done filming this, I might just go take a nap. Okay, the next one is The Love Hypothesis. And then I have a novel love story, which this is like very blue. I love it. And then I have Funny Story. And I have The Rule Book. And then I have Pucking Around. You know what? Like I'm going towards this one. I know it's a thick one, but I'm going towards this one because it's a hockey romance and I love hockey romances, and I think I want to read a hockey romance, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, honestly, don't feel like reading this. I don't know if I feel like reading this. I might want to read this one, and this one I don't feel like reading that, or Nothing Like the Movies. You know what? I think I'm gonna try to do this one. It's a short one. I think she wakes up and she's like she's in her favorite book or something like that. So, and I love this author, Ashley Post. I loved her, The 7 Years Slipped. So I'm gonna pick this one. It's gonna be our 3rd book in our TBR for March. Let's do our 4th one. A book with a number in the title. So the only book I found with a number in the title is 5 Survive by Holly Black. Right? Is it Holly? No. Holly Jackson. Holly Black's another author. But anyways, this is the author of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which I have not read. So I need to investigate if I'm able to read this without reading The Girl's Guide to Murder. So let me do a little research and then I'll come back. Okay, so yeah, this is like a standalone, I think. I didn't see anything that was like, it was a series or anything like that. So this is our 4th book on my TBR for March. Okay, we got 3 more books to go. Ooh, a book with a pretty cover. So I feel like these books already got picked a lot. But I am between If We Ever Met Again and Pucking Around. I love this one just because, I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably not. The camera will be able to pick it up. But if you know, these letters have glitter and I love that. So this is why it's my pretty cover, because the letters have glitter in them. So in between these, but I'm probably just going to pick this one because I already picked this one up so many times that I'm just going to pick this one by Emily Roth. Our 5th book in the TBR. Let's pick our 6th pick. I think there's a little novella that is before that one, so if I have time, I'll probably read it. Read the book on your TBR with the longest title. So the longest title book I have is To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I think this is the 1st book. I saw the movie, but I haven't read the book, so I didn't even know there was books to this. So when I found out there was a book, I bought them all. I haven't seen none of. I've only seen the first movie, not the second or third one. But yeah, this is the longest title we have. So everything else was like either 6 or 5. All right, the last one. Ooh. Well, this one came out. Ooh, it says a genre you usually don't read. Okay, so I usually don't read like mystery thrillers. I'm very like I love reading romance, but I think my top right now is fantasy. So I think like thrillers is something that I don't usually read, or mystery, horror, like anything like that. It's not my go-to. But I'm gonna see what I have on my cart and then I'll show you guys. So I have 5 options here. I have Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King, which I've read 2 Stephen Kings. One was Fairy Tale and the other one was Billy Summers, which I love Billy Summers. And then this is, I don't know if this is like a series or what, but is this supposed to be about a serial killer if I'm not mistaken? So it's more like a horror, I think. And then I do have Never Lie by Freida McFadden. I think we already saw this. This was an option earlier. I read 3 Freida McFadden books already. I loved the first 3 or 4. I can't remember. I loved some of them. Some of them were like just very bland to me. But I do love Freida McFadden. I'm not really like, I don't really pick up mystery or thriller or horror books. I also have Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Honestly, I saw this on TikTok and I just picked it up because I thought it was like, I've heard what it was about and I thought it was really good. And then I have The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I just heard that he writes really good books. And I think this is like a mystery horror, I think. I'm not sure. And then I have The Locked Door by Freida McFadden. Honestly, I feel like I already read a book by Freida last month. So I already read a book by Freida in February. So I think I don't want to do any Freida right now. I think my options are going to be these 3. But honestly, I think I'm going more towards this one. Because, I don't know, it just says it's been more than 20 years since Claire and Lydia last spoke. Claire is a glamorous trophy wife of an Atlanta millionaire. Lydia is a single mother dating an ex-con, struggles to make ends meet, but neither has recovered from the disappearance of their sister Julia 2 decades earlier, and the shocking murder of Claire's husband brings the horror and heartbreak of the past roaring back into their lives. Okay, this sounds really good. Okay, so we finally picked our 7 books for March. So I'm just gonna go over all the books that are on my TBR for March. Some of them I already picked out. We didn't do it on this video, so they're gonna show up on there. And then we haven't picked our book of the month for our book club. So that one I probably won't show it here. We still have like a whole 24 hours to vote on. But yeah, so let's get started and show you the books. I have Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. Pucking Around by Emily Roth. 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. Pen Pal by J.T. Gingsinger. Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. And A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. And then we do have one more book that's going to be my book club book of the month. But I probably won't show this one here unless we already... I'll insert a picture here somewhere in the screen. And then I will show it to you. And then you guys will know what book it was. Thank you so much for watching again. I love making these videos for you guys. And I hope you enjoy them as much as I love making them for you. And just remember to subscribe and give me some love in this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.